you know, when you have a piece of equipment over a period of time, it's something that you don't like about it, it will gnaw at you.
It's not doing it.
What?
You look like a monkey hanging there.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tony, and this is Tony's Tractor Adventure. I've got Tanya here behind me, and
Hi.
somewhere over there's the Gizmo dog. And we are going to be doing a review on the TYM T474 tractor. Now, this is a 4-year review. We're going to kind of talk you through, we're going to do some work with it today and kind of talk you through what we like about it and what we don't like about it. It's not, I'll tell you up front, you know, there's not a lot to not like about the tractor. We've really enjoyed it.
Tractor.
She enjoys the tractor as well. So she's going to be making a mess today, working today with the 474. Let me show you what we got going on. So this is what happened. We went to Rural King and got a pallet of topsoil. And when the gentleman loaded it up, he actually broke this here. And Tanya, this is Tanya's project, so she's going to be using the tractor to offload it. Therefore, if she dumps it off, she got to clean it up. I like this.
It looks like a Tower of Pisa right now.
It is a leaning Tower of Pisa. Hey, check the Gizmo dog. He's over here looking at it, checking it out.
Bubby, you need to come on down here. Come on.
You don't like wet feet.
I think I might be able to get it out without dropping it.
Well, I'm going to film it either way. And we're, you know, YouTube loves a failure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. All right, this is your challenge?
This is my challenge, so.
All right, let's get to it.
Whew, I can do this. My girl can do this.
You know, we've had this for 4 years. You really basically learned to operate a tractor on this tractor.
I did.
You've done the little tractor a little bit, but this
I used a little tractor, but
this one's where you really learned how to use it.
Yes, and especially when you told me to put the man basket and pick you up, that's when I really learned to work with it.
So what do you like about this one versus the other 3 tractors that we've had here?
This one is smoother to operate with the handle and the joystick, and I can move the seat up high enough for me to be able to reach the pedals. It's just comfortable. It's easy to operate.
Well, think about it. We're going to be asking you questions throughout this whole video, and right now you're just procrastinating because you don't want to do this because you're.
No, I'm
betting you're going to have to pick up a bunch of bags up. It's not really your fault. That guy did bust the pallet when he set it on there.
Yeah,
but
I might get a hernia on this one.
All right, let's get to it. Gizmo, you stay back here. Come on, buddy. You stay with me. We got it now. Okay, it ain't gonna work. Hey, it's not gonna work.
You gotta take that tailgate off?
Yeah, we're gonna take the tailgate off.
It went in so nicely though.
So just keep it there and back straight out. Gizmo keeps getting on the trailer because he don't like bugs. Come on, Gizmo, get off. All right, I'm not giving you no more help.
No,
Gizmo,
you're not getting up here. Ready?
I'm ready. Come here. All right, got our forks going in. Probably need to come up just a little bit.
But you're not helping me no more.
It's a lot of weight.
Woo!
We're gonna step back.
Lord help me.
It's leaning forward bad. I've been where I had to slam on the brakes. situation with you.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Give it a little throttle. I thought I was to give some justification why this did not lift this pallet of dirt. It should lift the pallet of dirt. However, what I didn't take into account that this dirt has set out in the rain, and we had torrential rains for 7 days. So that dirt is wet. It's extremely wet and heavy. Hang on, you gotta get it higher.
Stop helping me.
We're gonna hang that trailer.
I see it. It's not going up.
It's too heavy.
It's too heavy.
Yeah, there's a trick or two we can use.
Huh?
There's a trick or two we can use.
I can't hear you.
There's a trick or two I can do.
Okay, well then you're gonna have to do this because I can't. It won't lift or do anything. So I didn't fail yet.
Yeah, it's right at the absolute limit of the tractor. I absolutely do not recommend doing this. As you will see here, I go very, very, very slow, but still this is wrong in every way. This is a great way to bend your loader. This is also a great way to damage your front axle. But the TYM T474 has an extremely heavy built axle, and you just don't hear about anybody folding the axles up.
Slow and steady. I sure don't want to pick up all those bags. Come on, Gizmo. Don't hit my tray. Right here. This way. A Tower of Pisa right there. Woo!
So we are, that was entirely too heavy for this tractor.
Yeah. But it did it.
It did.
Barely.
Yeah, I was actually dragging the...
Yeah, I saw that you were actually talking about, I mean, I should said it.
What I did is I lowered the 3-point hitch down so that I could almost pick the back of the tractor up a little bit.
You bounced away.
And then raised it, the back wheel's almost off, and then took this and...
Yeah.
Picked it up just high enough that it would pick the load up, but it kept that a little bit on the ground, kind of for stability.
You balanced the weight out a little bit to make it heavier, yeah.
A little stability. I think it'd been better if I just picked that up all the way, but, you know, I was in the moment.
Well, I know I could have done it if I had known what you were doing. What are you doing, Gizmo?
It's just something died there and I want to rub on it. So let's talk about the tractor just a little bit now that I don't recommend doing what I did. You notice I went very, very slow. I let the 3-point hitch down so that the loader could actually pull the back wheels up a little bit. And then I picked the 3-point hitch back up, which caused it to pivot the weight back to the back. And that actually gave me that extra couple inches I need to get off the trailer.
Balanced the tractor out a little bit.
However, that's not the right way to do it. So I'll acknowledge that's not right the way to do it. But we've got enough experience to, I know there's some leadway, a little fudge area room there to do it, and we went very, very slow, so we didn't put any kind of stress or bend the loader or anything like that. So, but I don't recommend doing that. And you see people go, crazy, like lifting heavy loads and running across the fields at wide open speed. That's bad. All right, so I made a mistake in a prior video, or not a prior video, but a comment, and also at a tractor show where I said we had almost 500 hours on this tractor, and that's not the case. I don't know why I misremembered it, but at that time we had almost 400 hours on it, and now we have like 405 hours on it. So it's not 500 hours. However, that is still about 100 hours a year, and that's 100 hours a year on this tractor by itself, not considering the other 2 tractors we have here. We have another tractor that's ours, and then we have the demonstration model of the 2515 that we've put 100 hours on already this year. So we're putting on about 300 hours a year total tractor time. But this particular tractor only got 100 hours per year. This is almost 4 years old. We almost had it for 4 years. And to this point, the only thing that has broken, I always make fun at the 250 hour. I made a joke about this little plastic cover thing broke.
For the key.
And the only other thing is, it's not really the tractor's fault. Is the rear PTO seal started leaking, and that's because I got barbed wire wrapped around it, and it scuffed it up. I did a video back on a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, where we replaced that seal. Too easy to fix. Anyway, so to this point, at 400 hours, there's not a lot to dislike about this tractor.
I love this tractor.
It's probably one of the best value tractors. You just don't hear, thousands and thousands and thousands of these 474 sold. And there'll be 1 or 2 people that are not happy, but they bought a tractor, first-time tractor buyers, and they thought they were going to be D9 cat Dozers. And that's not what they are. They're tractors, and they're basically Swiss Army knives. You can do a lot of things really good with them, but you're not going to push trees down like a tractor, like a dozer would. You're not going to move dirt like you would with a dozer. It's going to have to be done in smaller steps, incremental steps, and that's what a tractor does. It allows you to do a lot of different types of tasks pretty good, but if you want to do a specific task really well, then you're going to have to buy the specific machine made for that specific single task.
I have to say, this tractor is also woman friendly. It is so easy to operate.
It's just people friendly.
I love it.
It doesn't care what sex you are. It's a comfortable tractor. Like for me, I will work right about here. You work way up here.
Yeah.
It's got a large motion, and then I'll also probably pull my steering wheel about here, and that's kind of where I'll just kind of hang out and mow. Throw the old armrest down if I'm mowing. And
I love those armrests though. Yeah. It makes a big difference.
So it's got a nice premium seat where you can adjust how much tension you got as far as the up and down bounce. This one, when we've got dual rear remotes on this tractor, so we've added the dual remotes. We upgraded it to dual rear remotes.
The joystick is easy to operate too.
Yeah, the joystick's easy.
Where it's at and how you reach for it and everything. It just feels good.
At 4 years, it's not as shiny as it once was.
No.
And it's got some scuffs and boo-boos where I've run into stuff.
It can tell some stories.
It's been antiqued a little bit, as Tanya says. But overall, we don't have anything. It's just a great utility tractor for around a homestead. You got good lift capacity on the front. You got good lift capacity on the back. You got 48 horsepower. Now the book says it's got like 32 horsepower at the PTO. I think they're being way conservative on that. There's some rules because this tractor is sold in different countries that they have to be so dead on as far as how many PTO horsepower they guarantee, that they're very conservative in that, and they just say that 32 across the board. In reality, this tractor is going to be right about 40 PTO horsepower. And that just shows you when we run like the wood chipper or the we run the stump grinders or the mulchers, it just does things that 32 horsepower at the PTO just couldn't do. It does a good job. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take this mulcher off. We're going to probably put the grapple back on this tractor, put the wood chipper onto the 474. This will be the first time that we use the Max wood chipper. It's got a hydraulic assist wood chipper, and it'll be the first time when we tried that on this bigger horsepower tractor. I'm expecting it to do really good. So the only thing we tried it on so far is the 2515, 25 horsepower tractor, and it did pretty good with that. But I'm expecting some pretty amazing results with this. This big tractor without extra horsepower. So let's go get that done. We'll probably put the grapple on and the wood chipper, and I think that'll set us up.
Yeah, well, tell them why I need so much wood chippers.
Well, you show them why you need some wood chippers.
No, I can't. I have to wait for my video.
No, you can give them a sneak peek.
Okay, well, here's a sneak peek because I need more mulch put around the bed, so that's all you're going to see. Are you hanging out in the shade, Tom? It's a nice, cool spot, eh, Bubby? Yum, yum.
All right, Tanya's going to go ahead and put the grapple on.
There we go.
I got to release the pressure off of the third function. So if you don't know, there can be pressure built up in these lines, and what you do is just turn the ignition switch to the on position and then push the two buttons on your joystick, and that opens the electric valves up and lets any pressure built up in these go back into the tractor and releases off pressure. If there's pressure on these, you're not hooking these up. So if you're having trouble, that's could be one of your issues. All right, so this is one of the things I really love about the 474, and that is these telescope in and out. So when you come back up to something, you have a lot of play up and down and in and out. So gives you a lot of leadway, makes everything hooking up, makes it just a lot easier. So before I go hook up anything, I'll take my side pins out like such, and then now I can just back straight into it, and I've got a lot of leadway. All right, go back just a little bit. A little bit more. Come on. All right, so we got it set up. This is the T474 with the big grapple on the front. We got the Max wood chipper on the back. This will do 4 inches by 10 inches according to the book. I think more realistic is like 3 3/3 by 8, but I mean, if you measure, it will actually do what it says, but I think it's overzealous. But I've been pleased with this so far. It's done really great behind the 25 horsepower tractor. This is the first time behind a 48 horsepower, so I'm expecting some pretty amazing results. Probably not going to slow down and lag as much. Boy, it don't take long for this all to grow up. Have Tanya pull this up. She's going to come right in here, pull this little cubby. That's going to allow us to use the wood chipper, throw dirt, and throw wood chipper right in the back of the side by side.
Okay, this is too much for my comfort zone.
Listen, it's just mud.
Yeah, but coming down that hill, I was sliding
Yeah.
with that muddy area, and we have to fill that one hole up. I mean, look, it was sketchy.
You worry too much.
No,
let you wood chipper
that was not safe. I'm not driving up, by the way. I'm taking this upside.
It's almost not tall enough, but when I turn this...
If you move that thing over, it shoot right back in it.
Yeah, I think this is fine. I'll just do it like that. So until I'm going to start cutting stuff up, but if anything laying on the ground you just want to throw in there.
Okay.
Hold up. Hey. Hang on. It's hit So this is about what?
Huh?
That's about 4 inches by 4 inches. Good test. That did way better. There was no way that 5 horsepower would have done that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so here's what we got going on. We got this much mulch. It's a nice mulch. It's like that tulip poplar smells so good. But we do have a clog. Sometimes you get the really small stuff, it clogs up. And I don't know if there's anything we can do about that. What I'm gonna do is stick this post down through there and or stick that stick down through there and see if we can knock it back. Because it's not very far. It's an angle. Getting in my way.
Open up the thing.
Well, I'm trying to not have to open it up.
But if you that's just one small piece that open up.
Yeah, we're about to open it up. Well, we'll do it on the way back because we got to move the side by side anyway out of the way. All right, let's go to the top, dump this, get tools, come back and do this. I got to have tools for the chainsaw because I jumped the chain, and a crescent wrench to open this up. And then we've probably got plenty of sticks around here to bust it open. Gizmo, you ready to go?
Let me get in first.
Well, let me get in first.
No, I can't get. It's hard to get in for me.
Let him walk like a dog.
No, you know he's not going to walk.
He will too if he ain't got no choice.
He will not walk.
He needs to walk because he's been rubbing in something dead. Go,
well,
get up.
He ain't going to get them. Just let him stay in there. It's so mucky and muddy. Gizmo, come back in here. Come on. It's muddy. Come on. Come on.
Huh. Come here, come here. Come here. Come here. Get that big long butt. Alright, 4-wheel drive is on. Gizmo, you stink. You smell like some kind of dead animal. You've been rolling around in.
Tripod.
What?
Never mind. Ow, ow.
Them holly bushes suck, man.
I know that hurt. Having that thing over your head was nice. Ow! But it was made kind of difficult when something was hanging low.
Really wet out here.
Yes, it is. I couldn't barely make it. I keep hitting that tree.
Yeah. You need to, when you come through there, don't try to get out of the tracks. Stay in the tracks.
I was, but I was sliding in the tracks.
Yeah, but you're killing the grass.
Well, we should be down here then. Woo! Make you walk there, buddy.
You realize we were doing like 4 miles an hour.
But yeah, but it's just, the mud is splattering up here.
I hope I brought my gloves.
We've got the shovel, but the keys are in the car.
Yeah, but that's keys to the car. Ain't got no tools. That's what happens when you house this a good ways away from your farm. You come in different vehicles, different times. So the keys to everything are in her car. And she was over here last and forgot to take them out. Oh, that tulip poplar smells good. I know somebody's gonna say, oh, that's too much work for that much mulch, but it kills like 4 birds with 1 stone.
But it's cheaper that way too.
Well, it's cheaper, and we get to do this together.
Yeah.
Gizmo, if you were a real dog, you'd ride in the back.
My butt's hanging out here, so would you please slow down just a second? Gizmo.
It's always something, ain't it?
Well, look at all out.
We'll drive back on.
I would appreciate if you would sit up somewhere.
Come on, Bo. I told you to let him walk.
You know he's not going to walk.
I guarantee he will.
I'm just going to come in more. Because my hiney's hanging out of the door. Woo! Told you it was slippery and steep. There's that hole. Be careful.
What hole?
Ah!
I know, like somebody's going to say that. Getting wood chips would be a lot cheaper, or go buy mulch. But I'd like
all this.
Yeah, I'd like to mulch all this up as much as we can. I mean, it's something that we can't mulch, and that's gonna not keep us from having to burn all this back here. Big old mess right here, ain't it? Smell it. It sounds like little suction cups.
It smells like poop.
Dead leaves.
Woo! Don't like this.
That in neutral. So if you have one of these, you will at some point have to flip this open and get the a clog out. We put some. It's really wet, and it's not wet. It's not conducive to mulching or chipping. It tends to make it want to clog up because everything's sticky. I thought it did really well up until we put that whole bunch of little stuff through there.
You stepped it in the mud.
So right here, it's just that little bit right there. Other than that, it's already open. Let's go ahead and crank it up and fling it all out.
Let me go get out of the way.
Go get out of the way.
Gizmo, come here. Come here, hurry. Come on, hurry, hurry, hurry. Come here. That's like a whole bunch stuck right here you need to pull out before you start again.
I mean, that's just part of it.
I know, but
if you pull that out, if you had to keep that out of there, you would never ever.
Boy,
get
it ain't coming
done.
out.
Well, you can put it in neutral and go backwards, and it'll come out. It ain't really hurting nothing.
Wow.
There, I'll go backwards. Well, I did bury that in the mud, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. Stop it in the mud. Why are you hassling? You're driving the side by side.
There we go.
So no more vines.
That's just part of it.
No, I don't want no vines though because they're going to be growing up there. Those boogers are... It doesn't take much for them to grow up there, you know?
Well, we'll just stick with bigger trees if you want.
Yeah, I would like that.
Being wet, probably the best thing.
And we're running out of sticks, so we need to move further to the front then.
Hey,
There's a lot of vines right over here. We don't.
Everything I see over here can be mulched with a mulcher.
Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff right over there.
Yeah, but I said everything I see over there can be mulched with the mulcher.
Yeah.
And that'll leave it back here, which will keep this from eroding. Put my chainsaw up there and see if I can pop that chain back on without having. What do I do with my tools?
They're in front of my seat.
On the floorboard?
Yeah.
I don't know how long this is going to last anyway, because we left the keys in Tanya's car because she was over here last in the car. And I don't have any gas I can get to. It's all locked up in the shed.
Working on another video. And getting stuff done at the house. I'm getting done stuff around here and going forward and getting things done. And I just love it, seeing things, projects finished.
Let's see if I can get this thing.
You break it?
No, it's just jumped out of the track. It got a piece of wood. It's just loosening, pulling the bar back in. So let's talk about the, we're doing this video here, and this is about the like a 400-hour review or a 4-year review on this tractor. And it's really hard for me to sit here and think about anything that I don't like. When you have a piece of equipment over a period of time, it's something that you don't like about it, it will gnaw at you. And there's no perfect tractor, but there's really nothing about this tractor that gnaws at me. I've just been almost completely satisfied with it. The power, the low center of gravity, the lift capacity for what it is, it's a good tractor. So to this point, I don't have anything just overly negative about this thing that I can think of. I really am. I'm sitting here trying to think of something I don't like.
Well, the only thing, we're kind of blessed not having a cap going through all this stuff, because just having that one right here was difficult.
That's not a negative pro or con.
No, but I kind of I'm glad we don't have the cap.
Well, but that's not a pro or con.
No,
that's just what tractor you buy.
But I'm glad we don't have one.
Well, we'd bust the glass out for sure.
Yeah.
I would. I mean, I've been too many times something slapped up against that, it almost hit me. However, I'm sitting there, like I said, I'm walking around it, I'm looking at everything, I'm trying to think of something that I don't like about this tractor after 4 years of use. Everything that's been broke on this, I broke it. It wasn't like a manufacturer's fault. Turns out if you back into a tree with a post toe digger, you will bust your rear valves off of the tractor. That's not their fault. Turns out if you wrap barbed wire up around your PTO shaft, that it will.
That's not good
either. It will damage the shaft. But up to this point, the only thing that has broken from it's the TYM's fault is that little key cover. I mean, that's literally it. There's nothing else. 4 years and 400 hours. That's all that's broken. Now, obviously, this is broke.
That's where you banged it with the.
I run it into a tree. So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you hit it
my fault.
The tree. Yeah.
And some super glue, and it's been there like that.
It's been antiqued.
Yeah, and these are replaceable. So if you really want this is metal, and this is a hard fiberglass. It's got a lot of flex to it. It took a lot to break that.
But if you leave that as just a reminder not to do it again.
Yeah, you could do that too. Plus, what we're doing.
Yeah.
Probably gonna bust it again anyway. So. Anything else you can think of?
No, I just love the tractor in so many ways.
Okay. Let's go to up there and we'll cut up some of that. What's up, buddy? I'm struggling getting out of there. As you can see in that last clip, the 474 has really good flotation. We've been stuck one time, and we backed off into a live spring. Had no idea.
Yeah, and it looked like a bowl of chocolate pudding.
Yeah, exactly. It was a bowl of chocolate pudding, and it buried the tractor. Yeah. And the front of the nose of the tractor was going up a very steep hill, so any tractor would have got stuck. There was just no way around it. That's the only time that we got stuck. Well, anyway, hey, we got all the low-hanging fruit done at that other location, and now we're going to do this. There's some pretty sizable stuff in this that we're going to try to run through it.
And not as much briars either.
Yeah, this is probably going to actually do better because it seems to like the bigger stuff better.
And it's drier.
Yeah, it's drier. We'll do what we can. There's some big elm. Elm is rough now. Whew, hate elm. Okay,
We got our work cut up by cleaning and mulching everything because everything has grown up so much.
Well, you know, just think if we can mulch this up, not burn it, that's going to be a lot of mulch right there.
Yes.
That's the elm right there. That's going to tell the story, because that is about as hard as we got around here. Either that, or if we had some seasoned white oak, that would be pretty hard too. All right, so let's make sure our PTO is on. It's on.
Hey, make sure you put the thing down.
Turn this around a little bit. Right here is an elm, and I cut this off specifically because elm sucks. It's a very stringy wood. See how this does. I heard the motor of the tractor, the engine of the tractor,
They didn't move a bit.
slow down. Hey, this one's bigger. It's a little bit bigger. Let's see if it does this one. It may not. That's really big.
I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna try it, and if I can back it out, hopefully. It's heavy. What it's rated for. This is a tulip poplar. That's what makes it smell so good. there we go. There's our load of mulch that's going to go up to Tanya's flower beds. That is a mixture of tulip poplar. There's some elm in there. I think there was a little oak. There was some, I don't know, some kind of thorn bush thing. I got one in my finger. Anyway, here's the Micmacs wood chipper. I think it did a pretty good job, especially behind it. Obviously it's the best setup right here. It's behind the T474 with all the horsepower. The old saw boss will help you out a little bit too. All right, let's see if we can get this out. That's a lot of weight, and that was the hydraulic cylinders really helped. We have a little bit of work here. I think we'll take about 6 of these loads. But if we just go up here and grab the big stuff,
yeah,
maybe get the little tractor and pull
them apart a little bit.
Pull them apart one big time and cut the big one off. Don't worry about that little stuff.
Yeah, those big limbs made a lot of wood chips.
Yeah, absolutely. I just did this review for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed that. This is the TYM T474. It's a 4-year-old tractor, about 400 hours. Pretty abusive hours as well. Pretty hard life. And if you guys would like to know anything else about this tractor, or if I missed something you want to know about, leave a comment. I'll do my best to answer it. Listen, hope you enjoyed this video. God bless. Have a great day.